Hi, now in this film we would like to show you how to hoop a baseball cap. We do have here several examples, as you can see, and I would like to show you how does it work. In your box you will find a quite big tool. This is here the cap gauge, and I would like to show you first how to fix this cap gauge on your table. By the way, as you can see, it is quite stiff and we have to release some screws. Actually, we have to remove screws. One basically is here the white plastic part, which is not necessary. We got to remove this. And inside the gauge there is another screw which we have to remove as well. So before I remove the screws, I would like to show you how to fix the gauge on the table. Basically, we do have here a very big screw here, as you can see, and there's a lot of space to put it on your table. Now let us bring this gauge on the table. I will do it right now like this. Tight the screw. Right, then I will take an Allen key and remove the first screw inside the gauge. So now I got it. Put that screw away. Now the white plastic part, you can use the same Allen key. In this case also we remove it completely. And as I said, actually you don't need these parts anymore until you want to put the gauge on another place or even another building. However, another thing is what you should know. When you got it, you have here this nice part of it. This is to centerize actually your cap on the cap frame. Sometimes it's not tighten enough, and on the side, on the right side, you will have a screw where you need also an Allen key, and just make sure it is in the center, and then you tight the screw here on the side quite well. And then that's it for the gauge. So the gauge is now fixed and we have to go to our cap frame. This is the cap frame what you get. Basically, for a single head machine you will get always two. The cap frame, I have to explain a little bit about it. First of all, I want to remove these 4 clips. We don't need them at the moment. And basically what is necessary to know, this teeth band what you have here, which is actually here inside the clip, has to be adjusted a bit. When you get it new, it's too hard to get the cap tightened or to get the cap on the frame. And basically we do have here a screw inside. Take then an Allen key, open the screw, and you can just put it a little bit forward. I would say maybe when you a ½ inch, it would be enough. So, right. If this is done, we bring it to the upright position. This is the upside here. This is the bottom. And then we put it on the gauge. By the way, before I put it on the gauge, I have to explain that. Here on the top part, you have here a groove, a very big one. And the groove has to be fit on that nose on the gauge. So you cannot do something wrong with it. Bring it in and clip it to the back. So now we are able to hoop a cap. Let me take this cap for an example. I would like to show you what we have to do with it. So first of all, we turn it over, get this out, and very important in this case is that you get out or flip out, however, the sweatband. Because this is necessary, it could be that you put stitches on it, and this is what we don't want to. This we have to avoid. Okay, if this is done, basically we can already hoop it, but we recommend to use always backing. So those backing you got, of course, also from our distributors all over. This is simply more or less somehow like a paper, and we put it now on the cap frame, and especially it should be underneath of this big nose. Right? Just place it like that. Then, since our sweatband is outside, I show it once again. I will start from the top with the cap to the bottom and cover it all over the frame. This is important. So, bring it to the front, and now I hold it always with my right hand on the bottom, and this teeth band, what we have here now, has to flip over to the cap. Basically, it should follow with the tooth exactly the edge of the cap here, as you can see, I hope so, and following the sewing line where the bill is sewed on, and so we do on the other side, and get it into the clip. So, if the teeth band is still too tightened, you're still able to use the Allen key and to arrange it as you need. In my case, it's quite fine. So now this is perfect. I hope you can see this here. Follow the sewing line to the bill, and if it is done, you just make sure it is in the center. So we take this tool here, bring it down. It is not, and in this case I'm still able to just pull the cap and bring it to the position as I need. If it is done, now I can close the clip. So this is also ready. Then we'll bring this up. We can now flip the cap to the upper position like this. And last but not least, we are using now our clips to fix the sides on the head, right and on the left side. Don't pull too much, please, just a little bit, and put the clip like this, 2 on each side, as I do, one here, the other one as well there. So, and finish. We bring it down, the gauge, and now we have to fix the bill. There is a nice part on the cap frame. This is here the bill holder. Just press the bill a little bit down, put the bill holder over it, and so it's safe. To release now the cap frame, we have 3 clips, 2 on each side, left and right, and 1 on the bottom. Just press them, the clips, and on the bottom as well, and then you can get it off from the gauge. Now we are able to go to the machine. So now we are able to put our cap on the machine. As we know, it does have here the cap frame a big notch, and also this cap driver does have this big nose, which we had the same on the gauge. So what you have to do simply is rotate your frame to the 90 degrees left or right, doesn't matter. Bring it carefully underneath the pressure foods and rotate it back. Now we have to find the nose for the notch and press it in the backside. Hard. Proof if everything is fixed very well, and now we are ready.